You are listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, presented by Richard A. Boxshall, in which I chronicle my life and attempts to become a professional writer by, doing some writing daily, hopefully. Hello, today is Sunday the 6th of October 2024. You're listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, The Diary of a Wannabe Writer who's... This is kind of sounding a bit like a broken record, but done no writing. Again, I kind of hinted that I might not drop a podcast yesterday, but then I also hinted I'd record an emergency podcast. I didn't record an emergency podcast, and that's why you didn't get one yesterday, because basically I was out catching up with a friend of mine in Portland, I keep wanting to say Devon, but it's not. I'm in Devon now, and it's Dorset that Portland is, very close to Weymouth. So it's a friend of mine who I worked with for about 7 years, quite a long time ago, but we've stayed in touch ever since. Met up semi-regularly, and then COVID sort of killed that. And I kind of messaged her every now and then during COVID, we never got round to meeting up. And I actually messaged her a little while back, a couple of months ago, sort of saying, let's catch up. When are you free? And she's like, I don't live in the same town as you anymore. I live several hundred miles away. Well, not several hundred, probably about, 180. Oh, anyway, about 3 hours and a bit drive. So I said, okay, fair enough. And she told me where she lived, and I'd already got plans to come to Dorset, to Devon. And I thought, okay, so, well, I'm in Devon. And I told her which week I was here. I said, so maybe we can meet up at some point during that. So yes, we did basically. Just had a really nice weekend. I haven't seen her for... I think we ran into each other last year in my hometown before she moved. And then this year, it's the first time I've properly seen her in a long time. So we used to go out for lunch every now and then. But yes, it was just really, really nice to catch up with. I'm loath to give names, but really, really lovely to catch up. I haven't seen her for properly like that, as I say, since before COVID. So it's been at least 5 years. And then again, without going into detail, now I've chatted with her and because I knew something had happened in her life. I didn't realise it was quite as severe. We're not talking about death or anything like that. But yeah, the thing that happened was a lot more taxing on her, I think, than I realised. So, and she's getting over it now by separating herself from the situation, hence why she doesn't live in the town I live in anymore. But no, it was lovely to catch up, and we'll definitely catch up again. So yes, no writing today, and I kind of thought I wouldn't. I'm sorry, I've started recording this whilst it's my last day in Devon today. If I'd actually thought about it, I should have just driven home from Dorset, shouldn't I? I should have gone home tonight or stayed another night and gone tomorrow, but I didn't think of that. But one thing I have discovered is that the lovely place I'm in has got a washing machine. And so I've decided, rather than have to get home and do all the washing, I'm going to do all the washing now. So it's got a tumble dryer built into it as well. So I'm literally going to I'm in the process of washing all my clothes. Then I'll dry them. Then also I'll wear some to drive home tomorrow. But I'm literally washing everything I've worn. I'm just sitting in a dressing gown now. Sitting here in a dressing gown, waiting for the opening episode of Big Brother. I am a very sad man. I like Big Brother. I always have done. I fell in love with it out the years. I hardly watched the Channel 5 iteration. I watched most of the Channel 4 one, but kind of there's a couple of years that I fell out of love with it. And I watched hardly any Channel 5, apart from the very final one, which weirdly I enjoyed. And I have watched another one since then, which I also enjoyed. So at some point in the next little while, I will rewatch some of the Channel 5 Big Brothers. But no, the one tonight is the 21st series of Big Brother. It's the second, hosted by ITV. It's on ITV2 tonight. I'm recording this at about 8:20 in the evening, so it's on at the top of the hour at 9 o'clock, so in about 40 minutes. And so far, all we know, they've released, so they had one of the presenters, Will, going round the Big Brother house and showing it to the presenters of this morning, who were, I've forgotten her surname, but Alison and Dermot. Now, Alison started her career as a contestant on Big Brother. In fact, every time they have anything Big Brother related with her, they show the clip where she stood on the table in the garden and broke it. And she's so good-natured, bless her, because if I were her, I'd be like, stop showing that fucking clip, you bastards. But no, they showed that clip again. But so the people who introduced the item were her, who started on Big Brother, and Dermot O'Leary, who started, I mean, he did a couple of things beforehand, but his big break was presenting Big Brother's Little Brother, which frankly he did a lot longer than he needed to, because it successfully launched his career, and he could have escaped it well before he did. I think he did it for 7 years. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to Big Brother tonight. It's a shame it's only a 6-week run. It's also had very little publicity. So if the ratings are rubbish, I have a funny feeling this might be the last one, because ITV2 only bought the rights for it for 2 years, although we'll probably get one more celebrity Big Brother as well before it finishes. If it finishes, I really hope I'm wrong. I am looking forward to seeing it tonight. I mean, some of my favourite contestants from last year's Big Brother, I really like the winner, Jordan. Henry, his other half, was pretty funny. I really liked Yin Run last year as well. So there's some really good housemates in it last year. They did a couple of funny things, like they tried to prevent the audience booing. That didn't work. They're kind of forgetting that the pantomime bit is part of the show. So yes, in 40 minutes, I should be finding out which lunatics I will be sharing the next 6 weeks with in the Big Brother house. Tomorrow I will be driving home to back home to my hometown. I am going to, the current plan is to basically meander home and stop and do stuff on the way, so I probably won't be home till quite late. So sorry, there may be no podcast tomorrow either, but I do promise from the 8th, which is Tuesday, it will be more regular. So thank you for listening. I'll be back. Sorry about the washing machine. Take care. Bye-bye. You have been listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, presented by Richard A. Boxall. Thank you for tuning in to my random ramblings, and if you'd like to know more about me or my projects, visit my link tree at linktr.ee/Richard Wright, capital R, capital W. Thank you for listening.